Yesterday I was so productive. I crushed many goals of the day, and I wanted to go outside to take some rest. It was 7 p.m. and on the road I met one of the most traumatic guys that fucked up my fucking there's no fucking amount of words that I can fucking say how much he fucked me up when I was young, like fucking beating the shit out of me all the time in front of people and developed like fucked up self image. I met him yesterday, and it's so strange because back then, unwittingly, when I was thinking about that moment when I'm gonna meet the abusers of, like, he didn't rape me or something like that. It was just like beating the shit out of me for no reason. I don't know why either. I thought that's when I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna be so fucking angry and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Especially now I'm a bit bigger than him, so I could do whatever I want with him. But it is so strange because what happened is totally the opposite. When I saw him, I just felt there was a part inside of me. It's like just wanted to hug him. Like it's so fucking strange, you know. It's so fucking weird to be honest, you know, because my whole life I was not kind because I was, but I was kind because I was hoping for people gonna treat me the same way because most of them were treating me bad. But this time, it wasn't because of that reason either. It's like I developed a, like, by regard my journey, like reading books about trauma healing and like all that shit, like those fucking gay ass shit. It's just so weird that unwittingly, when I saw him, I just wanted to fucking hug him, you know? Like literally I spent what, like a 15 minutes, him and one of his friends in the neighborhood were talking. And I was just stood there meditating on him for many reasons. Meditating on him because I didn't see him from a long time ago, and probably this will be probably the last time that I'm gonna see him. So I just wanted to get enough from my for the vision, you know, so I can move on. And most importantly is I just wanted to hug him. Like it's so fucking strange. It's like my child inside of me, the same child that was fuck no, not fuck, not raped by him. Like fuck, I don't know. Like I don't mean that he fucking raped me or something like that. He was just like beating the shit out of me, you know. I beat him as well, you know, just after I growed a little bit. But you know, comparing to the things that he did to me, like it was just a fucking natural response. I met him, and it wasn't because I felt like I submit to him. That's why I felt kind of like I wasn't forcing some positivity or faking it so I can make myself feel better because like spontaneously I will feel negative and threatened in danger if I saw him. But when I see him, I just wanted to hug him, you know. And I spent, as I said, 15 minutes him and his friends talking, and I was just waiting for the perfect moment so I can fucking hug him. And all what I did is just like I shook his hand and fucking said like, "All right, bro," now, you know, like so it's so fucking weird. Like I was afraid of them calling me gay because I wanted to hug him or some shit like that. Like, it was so fucking weird, you know, like. And after that situation, like coming home and walking, I was thinking about it, you know, and I realized something that most of us are suffering from their past. Not because of exactly what happened, but because of the relationship with the conclusion that they made based on those things. See, when that guy was beating the shit out of me, I was kind of feeling shame and guilt. Oh man, you're a man. You don't need to let him beat the shit out of you. Like I was feeling like shame and guilt, like feeling like a fucking weak pussy. I feel like a female, you know, like I can't even stand up for myself. Many things, like I was blaming things. I was putting the blame on things that they weren't my fault. Yet it was the reprogramming that was made by my environment and by my parents when they saw me crying or saw me like shit happened to me and I was fucking threatened and there was no person to help me from that. And instead of like at least like fucking at least like comforting my emotions, they kind of suppressed you or something like that. Like you didn't know what's right and what's wrong. You needed to experience by yourself so you can distinguish between what's right and what's wrong. At the same time, you don't have the chance to do that shit because it is a bad thing to experience new things. And the reason why I felt that weird feeling of seeing a loved one, it is so fucking strange. But I can tell that the reason why I felt that way subconsciously like developed this nervous response that when I'm gonna see the person who fucking beats the shit out of me, I will feel like kind of positive, is because there is a wisdom through what you go through. See, when you go through bad experiences, when you go through negativity, when you go through like shameful, like those cringy situations, you go like talk to this girl and she fucking rejects you and people laughing at you, all this shit, like, and they like the like-minded habits as well, like, you know we all the time see them from the perspective that, ah shit, I shouldn't do that shit, or ah fucking regret that shit. But probably if those things didn't happen to you, you wouldn't understand the things that in a weird way made you accomplish some certain goals so easily, because you've been through not good but bad experiences. You had the chance and the ability to conquer the goals that you set for yourself. Like, I don't know how to say it to you, like, but like for a long period, like probably for the whole of my life, I was seeing all the time like bad experiences with people as I should not. I shouldn't fucking go through them. I was all the time putting the blame on myself. Like, bro, come on. Like, you should be so fucking smart. So why you go through that shit? Why you went to that girl and talked to her? Why you did that? Why you fucking post videos about pornography and you still did porn addiction yet? Like all that shit. But probably if you didn't go through that discomfort, through that like fucking pain and shame and fucking feeling like a fucking bitch, you wouldn't form some conclusions in which they kind of set the trajectory without you being conscious about them, that made it easier for you to achieve some goals. Like, watch it. And the reason why 99% of people are fucking holding with themselves like negative feelings and emotions isn't because of what happened. Isn't because of what happened. Is it because you get raped? Like, maybe. Isn't because of some bad situation happened to you. Isn't because you were like emotionally neglected from your parents and from family. You couldn't feel that fucking connection, and you're feeling bad because you're feeling bad because you react in an inappropriate way to your loved ones, and you all the time putting the shame on yourself, which doesn't help you with nothing. It just adds fuel to the fucking same circle that you will go through all of your life. But it's all about how you conceive those negative things. See, like, I can tell that 50% of people, more, they are religious people, but yet they still see God as a bad person, as a good creator, or rather as a vague thing. Like, I was one of them as well. Like 1 year ago, like, it's kind of different. It was about whether God existed or not, and like, if, and let's suppose that God exists, then I need to read books so I can find proofs that admit that God exists by His holy books and all that shit. Which I came with the conclusion that God really exists, but yet I still had that weird feeling of, wait, but if you read books, that means that you have doubt on God. That means that you go to hell because you have doubt on God. But the only reason why I would have doubt on God isn't because I doubt Him, but because I'm curious to know God. Because there is difference between believing in God and knowing who God is through His actions and through the things that he said, the specific things that he said through in this life, you know. Although it is another subject, but it really correlates with what the subject that we're talking about, which is knowing who God is. See, God never make a mistake. If he puts you in a bad situation, if he if he made the door open to see your parents fucking in the fucking in the fucking bed and you fucking be traumatized, oh my god, I can't believe that my mom gets fucked by my dad, oh my god, you know, like although you we know consciously that sure to be reborn, to be born, you need two people need to fuck so they can't give birth to you, but you know, seeing it directly, it's so fucking strange. Yeah, I know. Like I don't know, like I did experience that before. Like my dad is dead, you know. So I thank God I didn't go through this experience. Like probably many of you guys like been through this experience. Like I'm here new here, guys. I swear to God, like it's so fucking funny. Um, the problem is you probably set Jack on your wall. You're probably not living the life that you want. You're probably not in the point in life that you desire, trying to act like you choose that thing but really you didn't. It's just the thing that is in front of you, it is the thing that is in your table. You either eat it or leave it or compound it, you know. Like how do you think yourself can make a fucking decision, especially the decision on whether God exists or not, and you're all of your life you're probably like you lower than 18, you still live with your parents, you make no money, you didn't even read a book. How do you think that you can make a fucking rational decision? Why you never experienced life enough to not only know who God is, but to also know what is your purpose? You're not a trustable man, you know? A man who knows his weak points, who knows his weaknesses, yet he admits them and all the time tries to solve them, is way more trustable than a man who all the time wear that mask of ignorance and fucking like big dick energy, but he has a small one. Because life is how you see it, you know? It's like a mirror. Imagine that this is my real, like this is my body, and in front of me there's a mirror, you know? I can see myself here and here. Like I can see myself through the mirror, and I can see the mirror through me. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense, you know? The point is, whether you see it from here or here, you're still seeing something that is real, you know? Like, sure, it is the inversion of you, but it is still real. If you move your hand like this, the picture in front of you, the mirror, gonna move its hands like this. If you do this, it will do this as well. So why don't you choose the one that serves you? You can see like it's not a way to cope. It's not about coping. It's not like you fucking like you give too much kids, like you fucking pregnant your woman too many times and you have too much responsibility and you're trying to delude yourself that you know, like, this is life. Life without kids is miserable, and you're more is miserable than having kids because you cannot provide for them. It's not about coping, and I cannot even intellectually explain to you this phenomenon. You know why? Because we are limited, and we are live in a world of someone who is limitless. Yeah, sure, we cannot prove it to someone. Like we cannot talk about like this example like of the mirror and the whether you see it from here or here, you're gonna see the same thing. Not the same thing, but it is the same equation. There is nothing right and there's nothing wrong. There's no better vision to see life or worse. Like I cannot intellectually convince you that this is right and this is logical because this happened. You know, I cannot logically explain to you what's going on in this life. But I can provide you with one value, that it works if you channel it in a way that provides for your goals. So why not see life from a good perspective? Like I'm not. It's not about what like you get traumatized by your parents and you're now we're gonna watch my video and gonna say, oh yeah, probably like my parents gonna will not live for a long period, so probably I gotta be grateful for them. Although you kinda like there's something inside of you that is, you know, like the opposite. You know, I'm not talking about this small dick type of way of coping. I'm talking about this world that God has offered us. You know, like literally you can accomplish anything, bro. Like it's so fucking crazy. Like, but the problem is because we get so deluded by social media like these that you deserve love and you deserve care and you deserve all that shit. Just because we come multiple times at the wall, we deserve that. We deserve to be fucking king, like having kingdoms around the world. But it is not. It isn't. You know. You think that you deserve to understand God just by reading the Holy Quran, but you still motherfucker fucking pissed in the fucking wall, and you still think that you can read one verse of the Quran and you're gonna understand or whatever. Talmud. I'm reading Talmud by the way. Nah, I'm joking. I read Talmud and the Torah in the Bible and Quran. Like I'm an intellectual person, you know. No, I'm joking. They cannot understand God like just because you believe in Him, but you need to wrestle with and question, you know, like follow your curiosity and ask many questions that interest you and find solutions for them. They will not be in the whereby means, but you gotta do something about them. You gotta do search for them, you know, and you can find them wherever you start, you know. You can cure your past wherever you start, bro, you know. um it is just so strange, just like that example of the mirror, that we think that we give up in life so fucking early because man, like yeah, I got raped when I was young. I don't know how can I move on from this. Sorry if you get raped. But bro, you just fucking start living, bro. You never read any book. You read the probably you finished Quran each Ramadan, but you never understand shit about it. You just feel like you're reading like some pickup lines or something. Like you know, like for you, you know, like for you when you read the Quran, because you're not experienced enough to understand what really God talks about and who He talks about and to whom He talks about. You think that you just feel like it's fucking like you're just like a fucking school when the teacher tells you go read the next page where, and like you know he interpret the person who's reading, and he says like shut up, hey you, follow him where he stopped. And he's like you know, like you know, it's not like Quran is not that way, bro. So how to move on from your past? See, the failures that we've been through, the negative attempts, the times then when we missed the target, there was a crucial part to be where we are right now. But once we hit a successful moment, a successful movement, then we need to let them go. Let it go. We need to let it go, you know? Like those negative attempts that we've been through, they were crucial, like crucial parts of the process so we can hit the target successfully, you know. It's like a missile, you know, like the missile that is in the world wars, you know, like this fucking machine where this fucking rocket, you know, like the rocket that's not only a rocket but the rocket that follows a target, you know, a movement target, you know, like a fucking car, you know, in GTA San Andreas when you fucking take that fucking square machine gun bazooka, you know, like and you know, like you fucking shoot it and it follows the target. Do you know? Have you ever asked yourself how it works? It works not through positive feedback, but from the negative feedback. Let's say the target is here, you know, it's here, right? Nah, fuck, I should fucking cut my nails. Like, this, that's so fucking embarrassing. Let's say the target is here. Oh wait, hold on. Let's say the target is here, and this is the fucking rocket. See, like when the target, like this is the target, and this is the rocket, right? So when the target goes, it has the radar, right? And you know how the radar works, yeah, right? Just like in the ships. So whenever time he do not a successful movement, but a negative movement, let's say for example he go and go, and the radar like do a circle, and he realizes that wait, the target is here, and we are going here. Maybe we should go down a little bit. So he goes down a little bit, and the radar goes on. Wait, hold on. I think we not in the direct sense of the targets. Maybe we should go like this and you know, it's not like one time or two times. It's multiple times, you know, and you know, like never no one talks about it actually. But the way to success compare like against your competitors is not by having the best knowledge or have the best way to fix a solution. It's just about who is the man who can last longer in the bed. You see, like it's just like when you're fucking your woman. It doesn't matter how long it is or how wide it is. All what matters is you don't come so fucking fast. All what it means is just to not give up so fucking fast, bro. All what that matters, right? The longest person that can stay with his woman is the most person that he can satisfy her. I don't think that many women disagree with me. Um, the same thing here with goals. Like this is what I mean by like those fucking negative feedbacks like this and this. They are so fucking important for the sake of achieving that goal. But once you achieve that goal, you need to let go all those fucking things. Like once you achieve the goal, once you have this thing, are you going to tell yourself, "Oh fuck, that time when I was in this place at that time, I did this. I shouldn't do this." But motherfucker, if you didn't do that shit, you wouldn't hit that shit in the end. If you didn't do that shit and do that shit, you wouldn't hit that shit in the end, bro. Like I know, like it fucking blows your mind, just like how it blows my mind at first. We're just so fucking crazy, like how fucking ignorant we are when we think that we are fucking big dick energy and we know all the things, but we don't know shit. Just because your fucking parents work with the fucking government doesn't know that you know shit. Just because your parents is fucking working, making what, like 5K a month, doesn't mean that you make also 5K a month. You dumb. Like I'm gonna tell you the honest. I'm gonna be like, bro, like bro to bro. You're dumb, and you deserve to be that dumb. Not because you're a bad person, but because we want to be intellectual when we are dumb. You never want to be intellectual when you're intellectual or knowledgeable when you are knowledgeable. The only way to hit the target of being knowledgeable is to become the inversion, is to become dumb, is to become weak, is to have a small dick for the sake of having a big dick. Why would you want to have a big dick if you have already a big dick? Why are you gonna waste your time on that goal? You're gonna look for yourself or a bigger goal, or a bigger goal that gives you a bigger problem so you can solve it. You know? It's so fucking weird, bro. It's like you're fucking and you're saying like, bro, I wish if I was fucking. You're already fucking, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're other way. Like, no. A good analogy is, it's like you're telling me like, fucking, you're in the intercourse, right? And you say like, bro, I wish if I can come now. You're all in the way to come, bro. And most importantly is, it's not the fucking when you hit like that instant when you hit that goal. Like when you hit that goal is when you are feeling that satisfaction and that fulfillment of, like becoming a high masculine man and all that shit. But it become about the journey, It is about the transformation. It is about when you you pose and you look when you were back then. That's when you feel that fulfillment and the sweetness of achieving goals. It's not when you achieve goal. It's not when you achieve the goal, but it's the journey. Most important, like most specifically, it's when you look back at where you were and you are when you are right now. That fucking sense of gratitude and those things. But you know what is most importantly that generates when you achieve a goal? 20% is the satisfaction and gratitude when you look back then and you see where you are and you see now where you are right now. But then 80% of that thing is understanding who God is. You can, like, I'm not telling you that it is a crucial thing to read books so you can understand God. I'm not telling you that you need to read Atomic Habits and all those books so you can, like, I vouch for reading books if you want to accomplish a bigger goal. But if you want to understand God, it is not a necessity to read books, but it is a necessity I don't want to say the word experience, but to learn through mistakes, This is when, once you're going to achieve a goal that is going to be caused by many failures, and most importantly, learning from those failures and using them as a data so you can correct the next hit, is when that fucking like it's like you start questioning questions like, holy fuck, if I wasn't at that specific time at the specific place, I wouldn't probably learn about this thing which had got me and where am I right now. And it won't repeat one time or two times, but you will see it repeating many times. And you're gonna say like, holy fuck, this thing is not just happening. Like there is something like it. This thing is happening with frequency. Like this thing is happening with rhythm. And this is when you're gonna understand who God is. So as a finish line, you have probably many things you've been through. You got raped, you get bullied by kids, you didn't have a masculine figure, someone to protect you when things get darker. You didn't have someone that can hold your back when someone hit you and you want to hit back, but you don't want to hit back because you're scared, because you're afraid of fighting back, and you cannot call your mom to defend you outside because people will mock her and you'll feel shame for the rest of your life. And this is what I'm feeling all the time. But it was until now when I realized that if I didn't went through all those shits, I would not have that big interest in understanding my psyche and the subconscious and feelings and trauma and all those things and the somatic healing, all those things that I conceive as gay shit to learn about. Which also adds weight, adds like fucking improves as well as like my journey through pornography addiction. Like I don't know the word now, like, but this, like, sometimes you just take some rest and you say like, wait, it is so strange that because that thing didn't happen one time or two times. Like I was thinking about, oh, it just happens like occasionally. Like it's not occasionally. There is a fucking programmer who made this stimulation, this world. Like sometimes we just, like, just because you cannot logically and intellectually explain something or some a big thing that's happening through not only your life but for many people's life, it doesn't mean your lackness of not being able to explain that thing, that you are wrong or what you're trying to explain is nonsense. What it basically means is in this world there is a limitless person, a limitless figure, a limitless power that has created all this simulation to the point that it is so fucking logically making sense, but it is our problem or our natural problem, our instincts problem, that we cannot comprehend it because we are limited people. This is the basic explanation for that shit. And if you tell like, you know, man, you're just trying to cope, I want you to take my hand and stick it in your asshole, or take it on my fucking big dick and stick it to your asshole, bro. Like, I don't know, man. If you're thinking that's what I'm saying is crazy, like, I don't want to waste my time on you, bro. Like, literally, I'm just trying to help you, bro. Bro, you're probably like, I can smell like fucking cum in your hands whilst you're holding your fucking phone and watching me saying like, bro, like, he's saying nonsense, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense. God doesn't exist. Like, I can literally smell cum in your hands, like fucking. So fucking real. I really like was visualizing all the time, like me speaking YouTube with this fucking arrogant way, this fucking high masculinity way, you know. Yeah. So this is the video for today. Like I was just like journaling, doing some work, and it just hit me literally, and straight away once it hit me, take my phone, place it here, record. Hi besties! Today we're gonna eat munjoko, like, you know, like fucking James Charles. Like I didn't hear about it from a long time ago. James Charles. I don't know what he's doing now. I hope he could turn straight. He either gonna become straight or he gonna be trans or those fucking weird people who fucking cut their dick off. This is the day. This is the video of today, and I really hope that you captured some things that you may be recently experiencing as well. You know, like I think I didn't touch on very deeply about the bad experiences that you've been through. Like basically, the point that I want to make here is all the failed attempts that you've been through. It doesn't mean that you are like, you see this fucking picture, like this meme of two people mining in the fucking cave, right? And someone is like, like digging, but he stopped once he was so close to the diamond and he returned home. So fucking sad. But there is another person like beneath him. He's digging as well as in the same sense, and he's so close to hit the diamond. The point that I want to make here is it's not that because it's so fucking vague when you say that. Oh, bro, never give up. Never give up. When you fail, get up and do it again and do it again. And let's just on God. This is not the real definition of let your worries to God. Is by just like, I hope it works. I hope it works. And just like, whenever you're gonna fucking get a mistake, you're gonna feel like, shit, my heart, I will give up. Like the point that I make here is you don't need to fucking hope, hope that I will figure it will happen as long as I'm here, because just posting YouTube videos many times without reflection and without like learning from mistakes is a waste of time, just because you fucking post many videos in YouTube, and not approving the quality of videos that you post every single time, it will lead you to nowhere. But it is about adjustments, trial and error, and adjusting the next approach that you're going to hit the target again. Because this is where real growth happens. Because I was like mistaken by that mistake as well. Because it feels so fucking vague. It feels like, although we say like, bro, never give up, and we fucking circle jerk each other by giving each other motivational speech, but it's still lit that fucking emptiness in your heart. That's yeah, but what if I fail? What if I fail? But bro, the only game change, the competitor advantage is seeing those failures from endpoints to opportunities to learn. Literally, when you fail, you have a fucking opportunity to learn. You see that missile when it do a fucking bad direction instead of its targets. It's like it reflects again. It's like, wait, where am I going? Oh, wait, I'm not going the way that I'm going. Maybe the way that I want to go is beneath me a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wait, yeah, I should go only one up. I realize now. I hit it. Basically, that's the problem. And it's not their fault because they were telling you nonsense. It's your fault because you never shared, It's your fault because you trusted, You trusted that fucking social media gonna help you with shit. Like, I'm not saying that social media is fucking waste of time, but social media has really, like, knowledgeable people that can help you so much. But just because you fucking scrolling and telling me that, when I scroll, I get too much knowledge, it's getting you nowhere. Scrolling to get knowledge just to fucking impress the fucking 4 out of 10 girl by telling her that, that's in 1950 a Nazi was fucked up by a fucking Jewish person is not like it may, sure, it will get your dick sucked, but it won't make you money, bro. It's like you fucking digging too many holes searching for gold in many places, instead of only being essential on one part, on one fucking subject, on one fucking category and pillar, and just digging deep down, bro, until you fucking hit the fucking diamond. Just like business, bro. All the business across the world will generate you money. Like, you start here and the business is like, you start here and the goal of the business making money is here, and you say like, bro, I'm gonna try dropshipping. There's no fucking results. I'm gonna try this one. You try many things, but you never get the results. Why? Because you're not essential, bro. You gotta be essential as fuck, bro. The goal is here and you are here. And the only if you took one fucking thing, one fucking vehicle, and you just dig deep down with its sweet and calm that is fucking calmed in your face, being a little bit grounded, and you fucking hit that shit in the end. I swear to God, like, that's what all motherfuckers gonna tell you. Legit. That's the video for today. What's the time now? Shit. I'm getting fucking angry as fuck, bro. Look at my fucking ear. It's so fucking reddish. Gotta see my dick as well. See ya.